This podcast is sponsored by Science-Based Learning. Discover effective language acquisition with their unique system combining ebooks, audiobooks, and videos with an online practice app using spaced repetition to boost retention. Visit sciencebasedlearning.com today.
Fast-track your fluency. The power of intensive Spanish courses. Discover how intensive Spanish courses can jumpstart your language skills with science-backed techniques, perfect for beginners ready to learn Spanish fast. Why intensive Spanish courses might be the game changer you didn't know you needed. Hey, have you ever thought about learning Spanish but felt overwhelmed by the idea of it dragging on for years? I get it, because learning a new language sounds exciting but also kind of intimidating. That's why I want to chat with you about something that's super effective and, honestly, pretty fun. Intensive Spanish courses. So what exactly is an intensive Spanish course? Imagine a learning experience where you're immersed in the language for hours every day, often from morning till afternoon, instead of just a few minutes or an hour here and there. It's like putting your Spanish skills on a fast track. These courses are designed to help you speak, understand, and basically live the language in a much shorter amount of time compared to traditional classes. Now, you might be wondering, isn't that going to be way too tough or stressful? Well, it can be intense, no doubt, but that intensity is what makes it stick. When you're constantly hearing and using Spanish, your brain adapts faster. But here's a cool tip. The best intensive courses nowadays aren't just a bunch of memorization or boring drills. Many incorporate science-based learning methods, which means the techniques they use are proven to work with how our brain naturally picks up languages. Think about it like this. You get to practice basic Spanish phrases repeatedly in real-life scenarios, so they become second nature. The courses balance speaking, listening, reading, and even writing to build all-around skills. They use spaced repetition and contextual learning, which helps memory retention and understanding. Whether you're a complete newbie or you've tried some beginner Spanish lessons before, these courses can really boost your confidence. What's also awesome is that being in an intensive environment helps you break through that "I only know a few words" barrier really fast, which is often the biggest hurdle for anyone trying to learn Spanish. Another thing I love about intensive courses is the social aspect. You usually end up studying alongside people who are just as motivated as you are. This creates a supportive vibe where everyone cheers each other on, which makes the whole process a lot less lonely and more engaging. And hey, these courses are perfect if you have a specific goal, like traveling to a Spanish-speaking country, preparing for a job that requires Spanish, or even just impressing your friends and family with your new skills. Oh, and one quick heads up. This kind of course isn't for everyone. If you don't have a few hours every day to dedicate, it might feel a bit overwhelming. But if you do and you are committed, the payoff can be huge. You could go from zero to holding simple conversations in a matter of weeks. To really maximize your learning, I recommend pairing your intensive course with extra practice like watching Spanish shows, listening to podcasts, or chatting with native speakers online. It all helps keep the momentum going. So if you're ready to see what it's like to learn Spanish in a way that's fast, effective, and rooted in psychology and neuroscience, definitely check out the options available through Science-Based Learning. Their programs merge the latest research on language acquisition with practical lessons tailored for beginners. It's honestly one of the smartest ways to get started. Start your language journey. Now, if you've been thinking about learning Spanish, don't wait. Jump into a beginner Spanish lessons course that fits your lifestyle and goals. Head to Science-Based Learning and find a beginner course that matches your pace, schedule, and needs. Trust me, once you experience how dynamic and rewarding intensive Spanish courses can be, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner.